and Beauties, it's Amy with Bipolar Beauty. I don't know why I look that way. I don't, sorry. So, it is currently 6:45 in the PM on a Monday, and I'm supposed to have a video posted, and I haven't done so. I've recorded several makeup videos for today's Manic Monday makeup episode, but they were all kind of boring, lame crap, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I just had a fun idea because I was telling my husband a little while ago how I haven't uploaded a video yet, and I didn't want to go downstairs because bugs in our room. I haven't caught. My daughter is brave, and she killed a spider in our laundry room that was the size of my fist. And then there was a spider in the corner of our bedroom, same kind. It's an American grass spider. You should look it up. They're very scary looking. Anyways, that was in our bedroom in the corner by my husband's side of the bed. And so she vacuumed that one up. So I just don't want to go in my beauty room because it's in the space between our bedroom and the laundry room. And so they probably are congregating there, figuring out a way to take over. And anyways, so I don't want to do my makeup down there. And I just had a really kind of, it's probably really stupid, but anyways, so my husband's here, and he's going to actually go downstairs and gather all my makeup for me without me telling him what makeup I want. So I mean, I'm gonna give him a list of the products of like, hey, I need my toner, like I need a toner, a moisturizer, a primer, a foundation, a concealer, contour, you know. It's like, so I'll tell him the category that I need, but I'm not going to tell him the product, like the particular, you know, like, oh, go get my It Cosmetics CC cream. Like, I'm not going to do any of that, and I'm going to see how he does. So we're going to, when I say we, I mean him, because he's brave. He's going to go downstairs to my beauty room right now and gather the items, and I think I'm going to have him take you along with him. Take you, yes, you, along with him to gather it. And anybody who saw my tablescape video knows that he made a phenomenal, what'd you make? Do you remember that day? What'd you make? I forgot. It was phenomenal, but I forgot. Chowder? Clam chowder, thank you. My brain went, it went a big old, anyway, knows that he tends to just be very instructional. But what's interesting is my husband's actually freaking hilarious, but he saves that just for me in the quiet of our home and not for other people. So I'm going to send you down the stairs with my husband to gather the things, and then I'm going to do my makeup up here now that it is 5 minutes later. Holy cow, 6:49, because I talk a lot. And we're gonna do, so the lighting in here actually looks bright. It's not. It's literally the camera, and it makes this room look so much lighter than it is. Yeah, there we go. You see how dark and dim and dingy I look? I'm gonna attempt to do my makeup basically in the dark. Because, what is happening? Why does the lighting keep going in and out? Do you see that, Sam? Mm-hmm. Why is it doing that?
Oh.
Science?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, as the Earth rotates.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. Come along with me, not me, him, as he goes and picks my makeup, and then I'll be pleasantly surprised, and we'll see a blind reaction of the products he chooses. It's probably not going to be very fun. Hopefully you'll stick around to the end though and see what it looks like. But it's just going to be a fun my husband picks my makeup challenge, and yeah, and let's see what he picks. See you soon. Okay, bye.
All right, so like Amy hinted at, this was definitely a challenge for me. I had to do a lot of looking around first, just to make sure I knew what I was looking at, what I was looking for, and I followed the list that Amy gave me on text message. Had to kind of go down and check things off. I've seen enough videos to know that a lot of, you know, the makeup artists and stuff, they'll show a palette and they say, I'm gonna do a look based on this palette, you know, and that's like their inspiration for their color scheme. So the first thing I did was look through palettes. I was thinking of like my favorite pictures of her, and in a lot of pictures, and in of course like places that we go in real life, the color coral is kind of becomes one of her signature colors, and I figured that that would jump out at me first. But then I saw this. It's a golden honey palette. I just thought I have to go with that, because almost every day one of our kids says, let's not forget about our sponsor for the day, honey, which I'm sure is based on some kind of meme, something funny that they watch online. That, it really jumped out at me, and then I looked at it and I really like it. I like the choice of colors it has some good looking colors. I like that, and I like the gold, the idea of doing a gold look. Okay, so that was the first thing I looked for as the inspiration. Most of the rest of the things I just kind of picked up because they were either here on the desk, and I know that she's used some of these things in the past. Now a couple of these things I'm not sure if she's used recently, but I'm just hoping for the best. Like this, for example, the primer spray. I don't know if she's used it recently, but it was sitting right there on the front of the desk. That's the primer. Foundation. Yeah, I kind of cheated with a couple of these things only because I know that she uses them. The Elf stick and the Aquassurance foundation. The Elf Camo Concealer, the Sonia Kashuk. Now this was something that I went with inspiration though. I don't know if she's used it recently. For the highlighting and what goes with highlighting, contour, blush, bronzer. Yeah, I went with this and this for her to kind of use interchangeably, to like take maybe one or two colors from each one. I chose this one mainly because it has her daughter's name on it, and I know of course it's Chrissy Teigen, but we have a daughter named Chrissy. With the rest of these, I don't know what she'll think of them if she's used them recently, like these lip liners and stuff, but I think I've got enough for her to work with. And then these are just kind of a blast from the past. Mally French Kiss for lipstick, because I love French kissing, and you know, fan of Mally and a fan of It Cosmetics, the Je ne sais quoi. We always liked when they said that. And then of course the Morphe setting spray, I think, is the usual thing. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to take it up.
Yes. Yes, I do. I thought we would do, we meaning, you know, me, myself, and I. Sorry, I have my mirror open, so it's causing a little bit of something. Hey, I want to do a makeup challenge with my husband. He picked all the products. So he had a list to go downstairs with of every category, and he had to go through those and just pick from the drawer. Just pick exactly what I, you know, need. That's what he did. And so right here is the bin of makeup, the items in which he selected. So we're gonna go ahead and get to getting and starting to put all this stuff on my face. For primer, he selected the makeup primer spray. Funnily enough, I don't ever use this as a primer spray. I actually use this as a setting spray because it could be both, or as like a in the middle of the day spray to kind of soften any lines. Like I'll spray it and then put, you know, take my damp sponge and kind of, if I have makeup creasing, things like that. This is just like a nice little go-to for that. So we will use it for purposes intended today, which is as a primer. And as we let that sink in, let's look. Okay, so this used to be my favorite foundation of all time. They stopped making it, e.l.f. It is the moisturizing foundation stick. It is so high coverage. It is just wonderful. Most of the time I don't even need a concealer with this. As my primer is still sliding into my face. And don't mind me, Mama needs some coffee. I don't normally drink coffee. It's something that I choose not to do, religious purposes, but also because I think it tastes nasty. But because I am currently unmedicated with my bipolar, when I do feel myself go manic, I tend to start to drink coffee. So this week, the last 10 days or so has been really rough. And so Mama's drinking coffee because Mama needs it. And we actually give our younger son a cup of coffee every morning because he is unmedicated ADHD and it's a stimulant and it actually helps him focus. So he actually sips his throughout the day, but I make sure his tastes a little bit better. I choose to not make mine taste so good. It just tastes really gross to me. So I could put like half coffee, half creamer, and it's still gonna taste like burnt coffee to me. So let's go ahead and let's get going. I'm gonna go ahead and put my mirror back up. I will try to like have the lighting, and I'm in my living room again because I don't want to be downstairs filming. Oh, I look like the ghost of Christmas past. This is terrible lighting. I hate that. Okay. This is the color Nude. Again, I don't think they make these anymore. I've scoured shelves in Target and in Walmart. It might seem like I'm putting on a lot, and that's because I am. I am kind of a over applier. A really sweet person commented on my prior video of the Amazonian Clay, the new foundation, letting me know, hey, you're using too much. And I really appreciate that because I was not familiar with the formula. I hadn't watched any videos on, oh no, he didn't bring any, okay, that's fine, that's okay. He didn't know to bring up like my liquid cream foundation brush. So we're just gonna use a sponge and see how it goes. But she was so sweet in letting me know that I was applying way too much and I would probably like it better with applying the proper amount. So I didn't know. I do tend to apply too much. I really like full coverage. I don't mind looking like I have a mask on, mainly because I do in more ways than one, you know what I'm saying? This is going on very nicely. I think I use so much because it's like a nice dry down. I don't feel like my makeup is going anywhere underneath it. I do have rehearsal today, so I will be sweating. I'm the musical director and choreographer for a children's production here on the fort, so that's a lot of fun. I am gonna do a little bit of concealer just to kind of hide my baggage under my eyes, you know, from hopes and dreams dying, things like that. Okay, I'm just doing this just so for my own application. It looks very blue tone, but here it looks very real to life. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I'm just putting it anywhere I see a little bit of discoloration and redness that the foundation didn't cover, which is very minimal. This is also more so for contouring. He brought me a cream contour and no way to apply it. Oh, it's broken. That's a bummer. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and then it'll be fine. I didn't think that you would show up like you did, and you turned my life upside down. Okay, so I'm letting my concealer sit a little bit just because this is super, I don't know the word, but just to kind of let it set a little bit, and then it'll be higher coverage as I, you know, work it through my areas of my face. All right, it's looking pretty good, I would say. Now it's time to powder. He chose, looks like he chose 2 powders. One is my number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in Light. And I use this all the time to set under the under eye. I'm almost out. As well as my Aquasurance Compact Foundation in the color Ivory. And I think this is the color that's a little bit deeper, so I usually use this all over my face. It doesn't look deeper, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna use the lighter shade, the light shade, for my under eyes. And this is just a little cheap e.l.f. brush. And just swirl it and tap underneath, and that just kind of helps alleviate me from having any creasage. And of course I have creasage because I'm older. I'm in my 40s. Let's move into this one. So this again is the Aquassurance. This can be found on Ulta.com. I don't think they sell it in store, and I'm just actually going over what I did under. I don't think I had enough product to work. Okay, my husband chose for my powders. It looks like he chose this for my highlight, blush, and bronzer. This is the Becca Chrissy Teigen palette. I love this because this is one, Chrissy is such a like unique name. So like for Chrissy's birthday, I gave her a bunch of Chrissy Teigen makeup, but I kept this one for myself because I love it. And it has bronzer, some highlighters or blush toppers. This looks like a bronzer topper and then a blush. And I do put my highlight. Oh, actually he gave me this one too. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit in Ghost. I didn't even see that one there. This also has, so he gave me several options. That was nice because I love this bronzer. I've used it multiple times, which is the discoloration. Then I love these blushes. These highlighters are very subdued. So if you're not like a highlighter fan of like popping to the stars, you're gonna really enjoy these. I also love this for an all over powder. I'm gonna use this as my highlighter though today, and it's a little bit peachy. It's amazing. I can have a million windows in here and it still feels like a cave. Isn't that weird? It's a very gloomy, overcast day. I'm gonna go ahead and use the blush. It's in this palette as well. Hear me out. I know they look very dark and they're very different, and that's okay because they just need to be part of the same family tree. They don't need to be twins or first cousins. These are like fourth cousins twice removed, so that they don't look so harsh. And I just use powder foundation, the powder that I used before. I just get a little bit there. This is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I should have shaken it first. It's fine. We'll just tap it in to remove any excess, and also if I have like large droplets. The eyeshadow palette that he chose is Golden Honey. This is by Makeup Obsession. I think I got this off of Amazon at the recommendation of somebody. I don't even remember. But they're very pretty neutral golden-y colors, and I really like it. I haven't used this palette much. I'm trying to remember why. It could just be because of quality of eyeshadows, I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I have too much makeup. It's probably that one. And excuse me, I'm gonna be kind of munching here and there. I already have my protein shake for the day. And it is latte flavored. There is no coffee actually in here, but it tastes delicious. It does not taste like coffee. Unlike that. That tastes like coffee. Which tastes like poop. So, these are the only mattes over here. these colors, these three right here, and then these three right here. And then the rest are all shimmer, which is lovely. So I'm gonna start with this just as kind of my all over color. And we're just gonna put this all over the lid. That's what we got going so far. It's just all over the lid. Going into a more kind of it's a flatter brush, still floofy. We're gonna go to the next dark shade, which is this. It's a cooler brown. And this I'm just focusing on the crease and then the outer corner, which is silly because it's a really big brush to do that, but that's what we're doing. This one is still thick, but shorter bristles and much more dense, so it'll deposit the color a little darker and a little more precise. I'm gonna put that exactly where I put the prior brush placement. This one will be more concentrated because it's a denser brush. Then I'm taking my original brush that I used the warm color on, and I'm just gonna kind of fluff it. Right up here, and use my finger. Probably can't even tell. A pink color in the bottom corner right here. I think that's going to be as good as it gets with the makeup, the eyeshadows. I don't see an eyeliner in here, so we will just go with mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. It's the Cosmetic Superhero. You see the difference between this side and this side? You know, if you want to have like a bright-eyed look, you want to direct your eyelashes to kind of stand up and go towards the middle of your eye. And if you want a more sultry eye, then you kind of guide the lashes kind of more cat-like. But right now I'm just kind of going in between where I'm letting them live their life and be where they are. Now for lips, we have these two choices. One is a Maybelline Color Sensation Shaping Lip Lifter in 102 Beige Bear, and the other one is a NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the color Nectar. So I think I'll go with Bear because it's my go-to. And then the lip shade he chose is Mally in the shade French Kiss. Oh, and that's a very pinky. So that'll be fine. That'll work.
Gold bullet lipstick. You never be able to see it, but it's just a really nice light. And then it's a pretty color, and it still smells fine. It doesn't have that weird expired smell. This is a very pretty pink.
I haven't worn pink in a while, but it's pretty. All right, Beaus and Beauties, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. I think this is it. I think this is the finished look. What do you think? So I thought I would give you a a more realistic, true to life. Sorry, let me close my pantry door. And more realistic with like lighting. This is me outside. And here's the eye look. Just a very basic neutral, the little gold shimmer. So this is how it looks with natural lighting, and this is the light from our kitchen. It looks pretty good. Just thought I'd share it with you. He did a great job with the color schemes, and he did a great job with choosing the foundation. All the colors worked for me. So yeah, you know, I'm happy with the look. It could have been something way off, and I'm very blessed to have a husband who was willing to help me pick my makeup. And I'm sorry I'm so rude with eating while talking. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, please feel free to subscribe and like this video or share or whatever, or not. It was fun hanging out with you, and I really enjoy spending time with you, you know, once a week. At least I try to. I do try to upload once a week on Mondays that I call Manic Monday for my Manic Monday series, and today was, well, yesterday was my makeup edition. Please join me next week for, I'd like to say it's mental health motherhood, which, girl, that's gonna be something. It's gonna be a video, all right. And the following will be like a DIY homemaking video, and then hopefully by the end of the month I will be able to figure out how to do a musical video without being demonetized or have a strike against me where my channel could be shut down. I don't know how people do it, other than I can't play my own instruments and like create my own arrangements, or I don't know. If you have any idea, please tell me so that I can start singing again on this channel, because I miss it so much, which is why I started doing singing on Facebook and TikTok, is because they don't have as stringent of rules there. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all will take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, we did it again. So we're gonna, and then I'll try and upload it today and see what happens.
Look at that.
That's what he's gonna do, and then we're gonna see if, oh. Yeah. I'm gonna zoom it back out because I'm getting freaked out by. There we go. Blech. Anyways, sorry. I'm sorry.